Hello everyone, my name is Sam, and today I wanted to show you guys how I've been massaging my chest for the past 2.5 years or so. It does kind of make it sound like I've been massaging my chest that whole time, which I can just very easily admit I've not been. I was very regular, I'd say definitely for the first year. I was doing it twice a day for a while, I'd say maybe like 6 months, possibly more. And then I was definitely doing it like once a day for probably at least up until 1.5 years, almost 2 years post-op. So I was pretty religious with it. It does show though that massaging isn't everything for scar care. I mean, I'll show you the oil that I've used, but as you can see, my scars are still somewhat visible. Some of which is like chest hair that's on my scars, which is potentially a side effect of using oils on your chest, just as a heads up. But yeah, it's not everything in making them not visible, unfortunately, but it is a part of it. I think a huge part of it is also genetics and how you heal. I credit the feeling in my chest and my nipples a lot to the massaging that I've done. I could literally feel when I had not massaged for a few days that my nipples would just not feel as strongly. And to be honest, recently that I've not been massaging as much, I have not been as sensitive. My nipples are not as sensitive. So it definitely plays a part in it. A lot of people will have different advice as to what you should use. Some people say E45 cream. I personally can't use it because my skin doesn't like it. And then the really popular one is bio oil. I think bio oil is probably pretty good if you're on a budget. It's pretty cheap. You can even get it in Primark. But personally, it's got a lot of ingredients in it that I wouldn't want to be putting on my skin, and so I steered away from that. I have a friend who runs business and she sells sweet almond oil, which I have got over here. So this is what I've been using. Now, almond oils are supposedly really high in vitamin E, which is why it would be really good for scar care. I've been using literally only this, occasionally coconut oil when I've been at my partner's house without this, but that's pretty much it, and I love it. So what I personally do is open it up and then I pour a little bit onto just the one side, so I do one side at a time. There we go, and then I sort of rub it in a little bit, just sort of in a general kind of way. It's quite nice as well, it feels nice on your chest to do this, although it's a bit weird to be doing it in front of a camera, to be honest. And then what I do is I do my nipples first, so I'll go around them 5 times. It's really hard to count right now. And then I also go on top of my nipple around 5 times or so, making sure to apply quite strong pressure. Obviously, if your nipples are sensitive, you're probably not going to be applying an awful lot of pressure at first, but then there's roughly, you know, you want to be putting a bit more pressure than just like touching it, because it's not going to really do much if that's what you do. But the reason I go around my nipple first is because there is a scar around your nipple. You probably won't really notice it so much until it pales, but you do want to be taking care of that scar as well. It is still a scar. And then obviously your nipple more for like sensation and keeping it moisturized. You'll probably find that your nipples are quite dry, so doing this on top of your nipple also makes sure that it's nice and moisturized. Next up, I go for the scars. So I do round motions, and I go around that way, and slide back, and round, and slide back. And then again, this is something that I do 5 times, just a personal preference. I mean, my personal surgeon, Miles Berry, he said that you should be massaging for 5 to 10 minutes a day. This definitely did not take me 10 minutes, and the whole thing won't. So you can maybe do it a bit longer than I was doing it, but that's how I do it. And then, same thing on the other side. Yeah, a little general massage first. Nipple on the inside. Oh, that's something that I forgot. That see, this is, you can see how rarely I do this now. Is that I also just do that 5 times as well. So just across without the circles. I'd say as well, if you've got any particularly stubborn bits, you want to give it a little bit more attention. So the endings over here needed a little bit more love when I first started doing this, so I'd give them a little bit of an extra rub as well. And then that's it. That is how I massage my chest. Let me know if you have any questions about it. I mean, there's not really much more to it, but I'm happy to talk about it. I quite enjoyed it, to be honest. It sort of reminded me of the chest that I now have. It made me really happy, and it was kind of like a nice self-care thing to be doing every single day, and especially because, you know, as a trans person, you sort of abuse your chest so much before you get top surgery with binding or tape or whatever that you do, even just verbally, the things that you say about it. It's nice after top surgery to just like have an excuse to give it some positive attention every single day. So yeah, that's why I still do it every now and then. I don't feel like I necessarily need to do it, but between the whole nipple sensation and also just taking care of myself, it's just a nice thing to be doing. I hope you guys have found this helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!